The Central European Initiative, or CEI, is a regional forum for cooperation and consultation. It promotes collaboration at a political, economic and cultural level in Central and Eastern Europe.
The Central European Initiative was founded in November 1989 and has ever since been an instrument of political dialogue among the 18 member states. In terms of European macro regions, the Central European Initiative is a bridge between the Baltic, the Danube, the Adriatic and the Black Sea. In these countries we concentrate our projects, and in these countries the CEI has an enormous standing because it makes an impact in their way of transition and on their path to Brussels, to the European Union.
The CEI and its 18 member countries support different types of development initiatives.
One is to have an open dialogue, policy dialogue between the member states, but the other very important part is the projects that we do in our member states with the different funds that are at our disposal.
The CEI Trust Fund at the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development funds technical assistance, or TC projects, in support of the bank's investment in the CEI region.
In 1992, the CEI EBRD fund was established. Italy provided money and is still the sole contributor to this fund, and so far I believe Italy provided 32.5 million euro to the funds. So it's in line with Italy's role, which has always been that of a very committed donor to the EBRD since the inception of the bank.
Initially, CEI efforts concentrated on facilitating the process of integration into the European Union of its member countries. Economic development has always been a priority, and even after the last round of EU enlargement, the focus has been on areas such as agribusiness and transport, as well as small and medium-sized enterprises. There's been a particular emphasis on the Western Balkans region and the EU neighbourhood.
The CEI funded so far 95 TC assignments for a total of 19 million euro, which is linked to investments, a total of investments of 2.9 billion euros, out of which 1.1 just for the EBRD.
In Bosnia and Herzegovina, the CEI Trust Fund has committed 1.8 million euros for technical assistance, mobilising 1.4 billion of international investments. In this country, the transport sector, badly affected by the war, has benefited the most from the CEI technical assistance. In order to expand the trans-European road network, the CEI is supporting the construction of the motorway Corridor 5C. It's part of Corridor 5, which runs from Kiev in Ukraine to the Adriatic Sea. CEI grant funds were used to develop the resettlement and compensation framework, as well as one pilot resettlement action plan, developed in line with the EBRD's environmental and social policy. So far, some 36 kilometres have been built by the government of the Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and another 9 kilometres have been built using loans from international financial institutions.
This Corridor 5C is very important for Bosnia because it will connect Bosnia to the neighboring countries and also to the Europe. That's why it is strongly supported by the federal government and European Union. We have a positive experience with EBRD. Through this loan, we succeed to solve some of our problems of financing of Corridor 5C. Through this loan, we succeed to introduce a fuel tax. This fuel tax will help us to return the loans on time, but also will help us to continue construction.
Through its trust fund at the EBRD, the CEI also supports energy efficiency in the industrial sector. with technical cooperation projects aiming at estimating achievable CO2 emissions and recommending interventions. One example comes in Serbia with Victoria Group, the owner of soya protein. They produce soya meal for animal feed, soya crude oil and soya products for human consumption. The company has received a €40 million loan from the EBRD.
Soya Protein is the largest soya processing company in Serbia and in Southeast Europe.
The EBRD also provided the company with €5 million for energy efficiency investments, which were identified by a CEI-funded audit. EBRD technical consultants suggested the use of renewable energy. Thanks to the new biomass boiler, the company saves €1.5 million a year, and CO2 emissions are 3 times lower. The CEI and the EBRD have successfully cooperated for the past 20 years. Together they will continue to work to advance economic and social transition in Central and Eastern Europe.